Hey guys, MetalBreakdown here. So I didn't make any videos yesterday because I was working all night yesterday and I worked 10 hours today, so I just needed to sleep a bit. But yeah, today I'll do a video and maybe another one after this one, but I'm not sure yet. So for this one, we'll do the fourth episode of Rank 'em All. Today we'll do my favorite band, Avenged Sevenfold, and I know that a lot of people on that channel love them a lot too. So um, please tell me in the comment if you agree with the order that I ranked all the album. So we'll be able to chat a bit about that. Also, I'm not making the one episode every Sunday anymore because I don't want to feel like obligated to do it. Like, don't want to turn this into a homework. So, uh, I'll just do the episode when I want to and when I feel to do them. So that way, I will enjoy it way more than if I'm if I have to do it like every Sunday or every Monday. But I'll try to do them like often. Maybe not every week, but maybe three per month or something like that. So let's do this for the Rank 'em All episode 4, which is about Avenged Sevenfold. So on the bottom of the list at the sixth position, I put Sounding the Seventh Trumpet. That album is not bad at all. I even really like it. It's a pretty good record, but it was the first record by the band, and they were pretty young, and they were not sure where they were going with their music and everything. So, but there's still some really good track on it. They even played "To End the Rapture" and an instrumental version of "Warmness on the Soul" during the last U.S. tour that they did during the last 2 months. So yeah. Also, really, my favorite song on that album would probably be "Turn the Other Way" by The Art of Subconscious Illusion and um, uh, try to find my favorite, maybe "Lips of Deceit" and an Epic Time of Wasted. And there's also "Shattered by Broken Dream" is very good, a long track, the longest on that album, 7 minutes and 8 seconds. And also, there's a cool track on that album, "Streets," which was a song by the former band of M Shadows, the singer. This is really a punk song, and it's really the only real punk song that they did. It really sounds like Bad Religions or punk band like them, so that's pretty cool. Maybe they'll do something like that again, but I don't think it will be on the new record. But we'll see. In the fifth position, I decided to put the most recent album by Avenged, "Hail to the King." Um, I really loved it, and it was even my favorite album when it came out. But after a few times, few months after, I realized that it was maybe not that good. It's a good record, but compared to all the other amazing album that Avenged did, it's not at their level because it doesn't sound like them. They decide to do a more classic rock, hard rock approach, so it's normal that it doesn't really sound like them. And there's really some good song on that disc. I'm not saying that it's bad. It's far from being bad. I still listen to it often, so not a bad album at all. My favorite will be Shepherd of Fire, um, Planets. This Means War is pretty good, even if some people say that it's a ripoff from Sad But True by Metallica, but I don't think that. I just think that it was hugely influenced by that song, but they didn't try to copy it. I also really like the solo on Coming Home. In Coming Home, it's a long solo and it's very good, even if the song in its entirety is maybe not one of my favorites. So, yeah. After that, in the fourth position, and that was a bit of a dilemma for me because I didn't know which one to put in third and fourth, so maybe I'll switch them one day, but I don't think so. So, in fourth position, I put Avenged Sevenfold, the self-titled, which was released on my birthday in 2007. The album will be 9 years old in just 8 days. So yeah, that's a solid album, and they're some of their best tracks that they did and that they still play very often in their live set. I'm thinking about Critical Acclaim, Almost Easy, um, Afterlife, A Little Piece of Heaven, and a Gunslinger that they played during the last tour. So yeah, but there's some really less good track, if I could say that, because Scream for me is not that good. I know that a lot of fans really like that song and want them to play it again in their live set, but for me, I just feel like it's one of the weakest Avenged Sevenfold track. But I know that you won't feel like this. It's just a personal opinion. Also, Unbound and Lost and Dear God are not very the best track. Um, I enjoy Dear God, but I'm not a big fan of ballads, so yeah. Also, another song on that disc that is really like amazing is Brompton Cocktail, which has already been one my favorite A7X track, but it's not anymore, but still one of my favorites. So for me, the best track on that record with Critical Acclaim. Um, so yeah, in the third place, um, I decided to put the 2005 album City of Evil. So the reason why it's above um, the self-titled, even if the self-titled have a bigger amount of great track on it, it's because in average, I think that City of Evil is more like um, all the tracks are good, and it's not the case in self-title. In self-title, you have some really amazing track and some not bad because I don't think that any of A7X songs are bad, but less good. So in City of Evil, there's some also amazing track, but in general, all the songs are good. So that's why I decided to put it in the third place. My favorite song on that album would be Blind in Chains, Bad Country, Trashed and Scattered, Strain of the World, which also was one of my favorite songs before, and maybe it's still one of my favorite, I'm not sure. And MIA. Betrayed is also a good, I don't remember the word, it's in honor of Dimebag. They're all the guitarist of Pantera, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, a really good album, which contains like amazing solo and guitar work, and the drum by the Rev was really amazing in that time. So yeah, an album that is really cool to listen to it even after more than 10 years. So yeah. after that, in the second position, I decided to put Waking the Fallen. Uh, because I'm a big fan of screams and I really like when M Shadows were doing them. So he was also doing them in Sounding a Seven Trumpet, but like I told, they were pretty young and the song are not nearly as good as in Waking the Fallen. Um, Unholy Confession from that album is still so popular these days. There's also a lot of amazing tracks. Chapter 4, Reminiscence, Eternal Rest, Second Heartbeat, I Won't See You Tonight, both parts. And I'm a big fan too of the ending track, And All Things Will End, which is pretty good in my opinion. So, yeah, this album is mind blowing and the lyrics are so damn good. Um, so, yeah, there's no bad track on that album. I could have named all of them for my favorites, so just a strong album that I listen almost every week, even now. So I don't know if the new album that is supposed to be called Voltaic Oceans will be able to top that one. We'll see, but it will be hard. I have hope that it will beat City of Evil, but maybe not Waking the Fallen. I really have Waking the Fallen eye in my personal favorite, so we'll see. So, for the number one, now you know because I named all the other one, but it's the 2010 album Nightmare, which was released just after the death of the Rev. Rest in peace, I really miss you, and I'm sure that all the fans miss you. Yeah, I also have a picture that I took while visiting the grave of the Rev, so I'll try to include that in the video. That would be pretty cool. Um, so yeah, Nightmare is just a perfect album for me, my favorite album of all time. And yeah, I need to show you something. Just bought that a week ago, I think, and it's just beautiful. It's my favorite album. Um, so yeah. Also, all the tracks from it are so damn good. I still can't believe that an album like that exists. Even the ballad for me are very good. The two weakest tracks for me on that album are Danger Line and maybe Natural Born Killer, even if the beginning is just mind blowing. So, like I said, these tracks are my favorite of all time. So there's only like 10 out of 10 tracks on that album. So even the weakest one are not bad at all. They're almost perfect. But my favorite one is Save Me, which is the longest A7X track to date. And I don't know if they will ever be able to do better than that. I hope that we will have longer song like that on the new record, but I don't know. I also really like Buried Alive. This is a mind-blowing track. God's Ate Us, because it's so fucking heavy and I just want them to do at least another song like that on the new disc. That would be awesome. And Nightmare, the title track, is very, very good. So, yeah, I could talk about Nightmare for hours, but I'm already almost at 15 minutes, so I think I will cut it right now because otherwise it will be too long. But yeah, so that was it for my ranking of all the Avenged Sevenfold album. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.